Because I want to let them know. Fix their faces because DJ Obsession is on the air.
Like blah blah blah. Like blah blah blah.
Session in the building. Got Tip Top in here. What it do?
Salute. I ain't here, baby.
Yeah, son.
For sure.
It's been a minute, man. I've been trying to get you over here, man.
Yeah, I know. It's been hard, man. It's been hard.
It's just running around. That's what happened when you the captain of Brooklyn Soul.
Controlling Brooklyn Soul. Working on the big birthday party. K. Michelle.
For wifey, y'all had Evelyn Lozada.
Yeah.
The
yacht party.
You had Amber Rose for your birthday party.
Hot off the press. As soon as she left Wiz Khalifa, she was dealing with Fab. Then the Fab had that song, "Girl, You Killing Them."
Yeah.
People thought that was a lie, even when she said she was coming.
Ain't no Amber Rose.
Yeah, they said Amber Rose ain't coming to Brooklyn. Like, all right, I got you. Change the game.
But we want to take it back a little bit. To humble beginnings. I don't know how humble, but the beginning. I met you back in the days, and I'm showing my age a little bit. I met you, had to be 92, right?
Yeah,
92. And I remember where it was. We was in front of Starlight on Church Ave.
And Starlight Ballroom.
Yeah, it was in front of Starlight. And I remember hearing about you before I met you. And the thing was, everything I heard was like negative. This dude's a tyrant, he's a bully, he's a troublemaker. That kind of shit. But when I met you, it was all smiles and dap. Like, what up?
Different.
It wasn't nothing like niggas prep. It's gonna be terrible. Dude. Like, you gotta be on point. I guess that was just reserved for who was supposed to get that kind of energy from you.
I was never a bully though. What I came to realize is people can't relate to real. That's never been around real. So when you come around realness, you perceive it differently. So at the end of the day, you keep it honest with me, I keep it honest with you. I'm not perfect. I mess up, whatever. But I was always the peacemaker. So if everybody called me the bully, my team and everybody else who knows me know me as being the peacemaker. Because majority of the beef and everything else going on wasn't even my beef. Because I was always the peacemaker.
So, I heard some wild stories. I don't even want to get to the stories. But
you can sit to anyone because I want it's.
But I heard wild stories about dudes getting jumped, dudes getting knocked out.
Yeah.
That didn't have nothing to do with you. You was always
peacemaker. No, I always, again, it depends. It was depending on the situation. It wasn't, we was going to just, a person standing up there and it was just, I'm going to knock this person out and violate them or shot that or stop that. Nah, it was, a situation had taken place for that situation to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My reckless days doing those things was way before I was even publicly known. You know what I'm saying? But I was known. I was my name was growing. But other than that, nah.
So what part of Brooklyn you grew up in?
Flatbush. I'm originally raised and everything in Crown Heights, but I'm a Flatbush dude from 89. Sorry, I'm bugging. 81.
Okay, so all your coming of age years was spent in Flatbush.
Parkside.
So when was Megatone formed?
Megatone was formed in 1991. It was Sleepy, that's my godbrother, may his soul rest in peace, and Luisito, which they call, now it's Big Lou, but Super Sight at that time. That's when it formed, 91.
91. And I remember Kilo was on the sound.
Yeah, Kilo and everybody came in after Kilo, Avalanche, may his soul rest in peace to Sultan, Nasheen Fire, EJ, everybody else came in after, but the originals was me, my cousin, and my godbrother.
So you just mentioned Avalanche. Now, what was his real name?
Patrick Dorismond.
Patrick. Now, a lot of people know that name because it was a big deal here in the city.
Yeah.
He got killed right? Now, refresh my memory. Did he get killed by the police?
Yeah. She got shot by the police in his
He got
chest
shot by the police in his chest.
on 34th Street.
And
Shit.
Haitian brother.
Yeah.
And the Haitian community came out and rapped real heavy.
Had
I remember that. I remember going up Church Avenue.
riot.
And it was just crazy out there.
Big riot, yeah. I was a shout out to Mr. Green with that too. I mean, with that big riot situation, I had to help him hold down Church Avenue and just the crowd because of how it was. That whole injustice that took place. Because they said that, they threw his record history, but he was, got locked up and I think for whatever stuff, but in reality he just took the test to become a police officer. So from being a security guard, taking the test to be a police officer and got shot minding his business, for the media, police, and the government to throw him as a villain was crazy.
But that's what it is. Like, I mean, immediately after the police harm one of us, the first thing they do is criminalize us to make it seem like, oh well, he was a dirty dude anyway.
Yeah.
So like we the cops did society a favor. That's always the protocol. Man. So
Yeah, but how you do him a favor when he doesn't have a felony and he just finished taking the test to become a NYPD.
it's crazy, man. Crazy. I mean, he was a real cool dude. He was always humble and respectful to me. I never had an issue with him. I thought he was a dope MC on the sound.
One of the wickedest Haitians
Yes.
ever. Even my tribe was like, yo, wicked. Everybody who knew him in dancehall knew he was a wicked DJ. And he didn't even know that his brother was bigger Haitian.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it was his brother.
See, look at that. You learn something new every
Yeah.
day.
So our following was crazy from all nationalities that was really following us. In the core, not just following us because it's following us, but following us because it was the music we played and the parties we kept was dope.
UK. Some people perceived it to be just a crew. Others looked at it as a gang. Was UK a gang?
UK is a family. We started off from Parkside. Everybody from the block. Well, before even that, we used to write on the walls. It's a tag. I used to tag back in the days, and I came up with the name UK.
What does UK mean?
United Kings.
United Kings.
Yeah, so I came up with the name United Kings, and we used to tag with it. Same time I'm doing parties. So UK was always being rap because it's Parkside dudes doing the party, and we all deep. And everybody from Parkside, it wasn't really nothing to mess with. So from that, like I said, it started from friends and family and being a family. And then later on, down in the line, years later, I want to say, it became like a gang. When this whole Bloods and Crips stuff came involved. And some veered off in the Crip, some veered off in Bloods. And that's how you want to mix it, yeah. But it was always a family. Still looked as a family. And a good amount of people eyes that knows the reality, the real thing about it. Those who don't, it's going to look at it as a gang.